This meeting is being recorded.
Fun stuff. Okay, so this is your onboarding, your first official meeting with online medical billing and coding. I'm going to be your instructor. I am Miss Brandy. Welcome. My name is Brandy Guillory. I am 41. I have been doing medical billing and coding, working in this industry for about 8 years. Um, I have done all kinds of medical billing, worked for many different specialties, a lot of different clinics. And I currently, on top of teaching for Unitech, I also contract out my services, my billing services, and I'm a billing supervisor for urgent care clinics outside of Unitech. So I'm currently in the field and working and up to date on all the latest goings on. Um, In fact, right now I'm doing some research on monkeypox and coding that because I think my urgent care is going to be one of the places in Shreveport. That's where I'm at. I'm up in North Louisiana, where you can go and actually get treated. There, from what I understand, there's not going to be a lot of places where you can this vaccine or the treatment for this disease is going to be available, and I think we're going to be one of the ones. So I'm researching that right now, trying to get ready. Um, so I'm looking forward to giving you guys all of the knowledge that I have, everything I've learned over the years, and get y'all ready for a career in a medical office. You may not be a coder, you may not be a biller, you may decide you like the front end of the office work better than this, and that's okay. This program will set you up for almost anything you want to do in the medical office. You'll have the opportunity to take two different certifications: medical office assistant or administrative medical office assistant. There's a regular medical assistant, and then there's medical office assistant. And that's two different things because one of them is taking care of paperwork and more administrative duties, and the other one is taking care of patients, doing vitals and shots and things like that. And I'm that's not me. I am all the office lady, not the patient lady. But um, this program is great for that. And your second certification, of course, you have your medical office assistant, and Unitech pays for you to take that. So it's a free certification for you. And then your second one will be your coding and billing certification. And that'll be your big one. That's what the majority of this program is about the coding and the billing. And that certification is great to have. It looks great on a resume, and it'll get you in the door for a lot of jobs that you wouldn't possibly get in otherwise, because some people demand a certification. Some employers require that to hire you on. And you guys, billers and coders make good money. We do well. I've been in this industry for 8 years, and I can honestly say that in the last 8 years, I've doubled what I bring in my income. And there's no reason that y'all can't do that too. We have students that finish the programs at Unitech, go into the workforce for 5 years, and then come back and are teachers. I've seen that happen. It 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 it's an occurrence. It happens, and a lot of our students, over 50% of our students that go through the program, we get placed into jobs. We have a career services team at the end of your program that's going to help you with your resume and interviewing and find you that perfect job that you want. That one that the goal, we're going for the goal. Um, that's what we're here for. So that's a little bit about me, and what qualifies me to teach you guys this stuff. Do y'all have any questions for me as far as anything about myself, work experience, any of that? Not at this point. Y'all will get to know me plenty in the Zoom meetings. I promise. I promise. I'm very chatty, very chatty. And sometimes our Zoom meetings run long because of that. And usually I will let you know that in the title or something. I'll say, hey, we run long. If you want to log off after we talk about this, you're not missing much.
I had a question for you.
Sure.
So you said that you're doing independent billing and coding right now. Would you suggest that we work under somebody before we kind of branch off and become an independent billing and
Yes.
coder? Okay.
Yes. you want to work in probably an established office, or possibly if you want to go independent or contract one day, work for a third party or an outsourced billing company, because that would be essentially what you're doing. And that's where I started. When I started this, I had never worked in the medical industry at all in any, well, that's not true. I was a direct care service worker in somebody's home for a few months, not a long time, like 6 months. That was not my bag. That was not my cup of tea. That just wasn't for me. Um, but other than that, I had never worked in the medical industry at all. Had never worked behind the counter at a provider's office or done anything with billing. And as a matter of fact, I have my schooling, education wise, I have a bachelor's in IT. I was trained to be an IT person, but the town that I lived in Louisiana, there were no IT opportunities. But my husband was from there, and that's where I was going to be living. So this the medical billing job that I eventually took had actually been offered to me before, and I turned it down. I was like, that doesn't sound like something that would interest me. No, thank you. Like a dummy. I could have been in it years before I was. But it ended up I got my realtor's license. And then life does what life does. And realty is commission. And I needed a paycheck. So this job came, she was like, I'm going to offer you this job again because I think you'd be good for it. And I was like, well, I got to have a paycheck. I was going to work at the dollar store if that's what I had to do, or McDonald's, whatever. So I took it. And the rest is history. I was with that company for almost 5 years and learned so much. And they were an outsourced billing company. And you will get a lot of experience there, a lot of different knowledge. Because you'll work for a lot of different clinics instead of just one. If you go to work for just one clinic, you're going to get to know that specialty, whether they're like orthopedic or general, or if they're a surgical doctor, you'll get to know their specialty. With an outsourced billing company, they could work on all the different specialties. You could work, like I eventually started working on 5 different accounts. I had a cardiologist, an orthopedist. I had a group of pediatric doctors that made rounds at a hospital, and just all kind of stuff. So definitely get as much experience in a setup office, learning the way it all works before you go out on your own. Because there's a lot of ins and outs to dealing with insurance companies and stuff like that you need experience doing for a while before you can just up and do it on your own.
Okay, and then my last question, what are like the typical hours like at a office setting for billing and coding?
Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
Okay, perfect.
Paid holidays off. Benefits, 401k,
Awesome.
all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Paid holidays, PTO, sick time, get to go to work. I hashtag scrub life, because I love going to work and in my scrubs, in a t-shirt and tennis shoes, and sitting in my little cubicle and putting my little earbuds in and doing my work all day long, and minding my business and jamming to my music and chilling out and not taking my homework with me, and being able to concentrate on my family when I'm not working. And like y'all, everything that I do, Unitech and the other stuff that I do during 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. I very rarely work at night, and I very rarely work on the weekends. Like I do here and there if I want to just get something out the way, or I've let myself get behind on stuff. But generally, I am Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. The only time I generally work after 5 is if a student needs me, because I have a lot of students that work during the day. They're doing their work at night. So I allow you to text message me if you're working on something and you have an issue. And I'll be more than happy to help you if I'm awake and, available.
Yeah, I don't get off till 6 usually.
Yeah. And that's look, I've got 46 of y'all right now. And I think probably 80% of y'all work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 jobs too, as well as me. So I get it. I totally get it. And that's one of the great things about being online is we have that flexibility. I can work around your schedules a little bit. If you've got something major that comes up, if life throws you a curveball like it did to me after I got my realty license, I will work with you. There's nothing we can't work through if y'all communicate with me. And that brings me kind of to a key point. One of the things that I am huge on is communication. Guys, if y'all have got something going on, let me know as soon as you can. And that way I have no issue extending out a due date, giving you more time on an assignment, a test, whatever the case may be. We can work around it. And all of your assignments are due on Sunday evening for the week. Okay. So you have all week, you have Monday through Friday, and then you have the weekend to complete everything. But if you've not talked to me all week about something going on, do not text me at 10 o'clock on Sunday night and expect me to get up and open up something or be able to work on something at 10 o'clock on Sunday night just because you waited to the last minute and are having issues. That's not fair to me. That's taking time away from my family. So I don't appreciate that very much. But if y'all have something going on and you're not going to be able to get to them assignments till Sunday, let me know ahead of time. Hey, I got this going on, so I'll be finishing up everything this weekend. And that way, if you text me on that weekend and say, hey, I'm having issues, I know you didn't wait till the last minute. You just legitimately having some issues. You're having stuff go on. So, that's no problem. Just, I'm going to respect you guys' time, and I just ask that y'all do the same and respect mine. Common courtesy, all that fun stuff. So good. We talked about communication. That's perfect. So that ties me into, let's talk a little bit about your assignments and how they're set up and due dates and all that kind of stuff. Every day, you're going to have a daily assignment and a lab assignment. Okay. And those are Monday through Friday, every day. Your daily assignment is one question. Like literally one question that you could probably Google search for the answer and find it in 5 minutes. And then all you have to do is type it up on a blank Word or Google Doc or something like that, save it to your computer, and then upload it to e-learning. And that's it. You can do that in 5 minutes. And the reason we have those daily assignments is in the event that you do have something going on in your life, those will allow you to jump on really quickly, get your attendance for the day. And if you can't work on the lab assignment for that day, that's okay. You've got the weekend. You can make it up on the weekend, right? But daily attendance is a big thing for Unitech. So if you have issues during the week working on those lab assignments, that's okay. We understand that. But at least try to get in every day and get those daily assignments in to keep your attendance. Okay. You have to, the reason we do that is because to keep our accreditation and to keep, being a legitimate educational institution, we have to keep our accreditation. And to be able to say that you completed a program and you got certified, you have to complete a certain number of hours. So we have to say that you were in attendance for a certain number of hours. So like, let's say that you don't do anything all week long and you do all of your assignments on Sunday and you get A's on all of your assignments. Well, guess what? You got A's on all of your assignments, but you completed no credit hours. You got no attendance. You can get straight A's and still flunk out for no attendance. Just saying. That's a thing. So that daily attendance is really important. Please try to do that. Like I said, like today's, okay, I'll give y'all, usually the daily assignments relate to the material that we're doing. And every now and then I throw in a Harry Potter trivia question because I'm a Harry Potter fan. So you may have a trivia question that like today's is, what is a golden snitch? Some of y'all might know that. Some of y'all might need to Google search it or ask your kids. That's fine. Whatever you need to do to get the answer, but that's today's daily question. That's all you need to answer to get your attendance for today. So it's not real hard, y'all. It's not real hard. If y'all go 3 days with no attendance, you will hear from me. If you don't do anything for 3 days, you will hear from me. I will text you, hey, is everything okay? Haven't seen you in class in a couple of days. Is there anything I can help you with? I'm just checking in on you. And the reason why I do that is because attendance is such a big deal that it is not just looked at by me. My boss looks at it, and my boss's boss looks at it. And after 3 days, you're not only going to start to keep hearing from me, you're going to start to get calls from them too, because they're going to get concerned. Our goal is to get you guys through this program, to keep you motivated, keep you on track, and get you to your goal. It's awesome because I work with a great group of people because we all really care about our students. We really care about the success of our students. We want you guys, like, we cry at graduation. When y'all walk across the stage and get your diploma, we cry. We bawl like babies because we go through life with y'all. Our students that communicate, like, I have a student, y'all, who's been homeless for the last 2 months. She has been just fighting to get through this program and get this work done. She is going to her cousin's house in the middle of the night to use the computer, going to the library on Saturdays to try to make up stuff so she can pass the course. I mean, she's just fighting through this with everything she has. And a lot of us forget how blessed we are. And for an instructor, it's eye-opening. I've got 46 of y'all, and all in different circumstances in your lives, all with different situations that y'all are dealing with, and different hurdles and struggles and bumps in the road. And I have those too. I've been where you guys are. But that's why we're here, is to help y'all, because we've all been in the same spot. And every instructor on the team here at Unitech, we love our students, and our goal is to see you guys succeed. So yes, we are going to stay on top of you when you don't attend class. You're going to hear from us because we care. That's why, because we care. But okay, so once you get to 14 days with no attendance, you are automatically dropped from the program. If you go 2 weeks with no attendance, and weekends do count, y'all, they do count, you will be dropped from the program, and you have to wait an entire calendar year before you can get back in and finish. And it's 2 weeks, y'all. If worst case scenario, say a hurricane hits and your internet's down for 2 weeks, but your phone's up, I can accept assignments via text message in emergency situations. We can work around literally anything, y'all. Anything you have come up. I have students that have babies. I have students that have surgeries. I have students that get flooded out of their houses and lose electricity, and we can work around it all. We've seen it all. We can work around it all. So don't ever let yourself get stressed out and discouraged. Okay? Just get in touch with me, and I promise you we'll work it out. But I do have students that this is not for them. And after 3 or 4 days, they just stop kind of responding to me. And then they just wait out that 14 days and drop from the program, and then they're gone. It doesn't have to be that way. If you've got something going on, don't just stop responding and let yourself drop. There's an option to take a leave of absence if you have a baby, or you have a surgery, or you get in a car accident and get hurt. You can take a leave of absence from school for like 30 days and deal with whatever life has thrown at you, and then pick it back up when you're a little bit better ready to cope with it. You have students that do that, so that's not a thing. You don't have to drop. You don't have to quit. You can pause if you need to and pick it back up. That's always an option if you've got something major that happens, because it does happen, y'all. It does happen. When I say that life kicked me in the teeth after I became a realtor, like, I had the worst year of my life. Like, the worst year of my life all at one time. I got my realty license in May of 2014. I found out I was pregnant a month later. I found out it was identical twins a month after that, and they died 3 months after that. I was in labor for 66 hours, and my daughters passed away. And I mean that kicked me. I mean that knocked me down for a really long time. And unfortunately, 5 months after that, my husband's father died. 3 months after that, my dad started having massive stroke after massive stroke. And I couldn't work because I had to take care of him until he passed away. And 3 weeks before my dad passed away, the day I took him home with hospice, I had to put my dog down because he got pancreatic cancer. 2014 and 2015 were just really bad years for me. But it gets better, y'all. That was a really hard year. And everybody has, you generally more than one time in your life, you're going to have a really hard year, maybe a really hard couple of years. And you just got to keep your head up one day at a time, keep your head up, and just learn to recognize that you still have blessings. You still have people that care about you. You still have people that will support you, and you can do whatever you set your mind through. You can get through things. There was days where I couldn't get out of bed. There were days that I didn't have it in me. I had to go on antidepressants for a while. I think I've been on anti-anxiety medicine ever since then. But that's okay. That's okay. Everybody needs help sometimes, and there's no shame in that. And that's life, y'all. Life is hard. It's hard. Like nobody really freaking prepares you for how hard it really is, but it's rough. It really is. So don't feel bad if you need to go to the doctor and get some help because you're stressed out. That's what they're there for, So, anywho. But okay, so back to the thing. 14 days. Don't let it get to that. Let's not go there. I don't have many that do that, but it does happen occasionally. Generally, my students find that I'm open and easy enough to talk with that they text me. Y'all, I have people that text me all the time. And that's okay. I love it. I love being in contact with y'all. There is no small question. There is no stupid question. There's only the question that you didn't ask. So you never got the answer. Okay. So definitely get with me if you have any questions, concerns about anything. Even if you're just having a bad day and you need somebody to vent to. I'm here. And I'll listen. I'm a great listener sometimes. But okay, so we talked about attendance policy. We talked about communication. Those are really my two big ones. The other thing we need to talk about as far as assignments and things like that. Like I said, every day you'll have a daily assignment in a lab. The only time that's going to be different is on exam days. And as it happens, today is an exam day. Last week, and you guys are starting at a fantastic point. I got to say that too. Okay. Our program is like 8 months long. And we have like about 8 classes that make up the program. We call them modules. And it goes from module 151 to module 158. And the way our program works, students can start at any time during the program. And it just kind of works like a Ferris wheel. You just kind of work yourself around and you end where you started. And then you're done. Then you grad out. Excuse me. So you guys are actually starting in 151, which is great because I've never had students that started at the beginning of the program before. So I'm really excited for you guys. You guys get to start at the beginning and just work yourself on through, and you get all the knowledge in the order that it's meant to be in. You're not just jumping in halfway, because sometimes it is hard when you jump in at that right in the middle of something, because you don't have those previous classes that gave you the base knowledge. You guys are starting at the beginning, so yay for y'all. Y'all are going to be in a good spot. So we're in module 151. We're actually in week 2 of it. We started it last Monday, or last Tuesday, actually. And they did chapters 1 and 2 last week. So what you guys are going to do today, when you go into e-learning, you're going to look for, and I kind of separated it out for you guys because I want you guys today to do something a little bit different since y'all are brand new and today's your first day. I set you different assignments just for today. So when you go into e-learning, you're going to look for new student, day 5 of 16, because in this module, there are 16 days. And that's how I title all of the assignments, so you know what day they are for. And today is day 5 of 16. So you're going to look for new student, day 5 of 16 daily assignment is going to be in the top section. And then you're going to scroll down a little bit. And the second section is called labs. And you're going to look for new student, day 5 of 16 lab. And those are the 2 assignments that y'all will have due for today. Now, remember what I said. Everything is due by Sunday, but daily attendance is really important. So on day 1, on your first day of class, it is required that you submit an assignment. You must get your attendance in today, okay, in order for you to be active in the program. That is really, really important. I've got to have either your daily assignment or your lab done by 11:55 tonight, if not both of them. If you want to be a jam up student and really start things off right, go ahead and knock them out. I'll tell you this much. Your daily assignment is just to tell me a little bit about yourself and why you chose medical billing and coding. That's it. You get to write a paragraph. That's all. Your lab for today is to watch a 20-minute video and then list 3 things you learned from the video. It was a 20-minute video of a review of chapter 1 and 2 that another instructor did last week. So instead of making y'all read those 2 chapters today, I'm going to let you watch the video lecture on it that Miss Marcia, and y'all will hear Miss Marcia's name a lot because she's our program chair. So that makes her my boss. And then y'all will hear April Austin's name a lot. She's my boss's boss. She's our director of education for the online campus. And generally,
I was just gonna ask you for the chapters 1 and 2 since they started last week. We're
Mhm.
gonna watch the video, but is it okay if we go back and kind of like, do we still have certain assignments that you want us to do for chapter 1 and 2?
No, you are not
Okay.
responsible for anything before today.
Okay.
So day 5 of 16 on is all I want you to worry about. They're doing their exam on chapter 1 and 2 today, and that's why I'm gonna let y'all watch the video. You're not gonna have an exam on 1 and 2. And tomorrow we start on chapter 3 and 4.
Okay, perfect.
So y'all will start fresh with 3 and 4. Y'all will review 1 and 2 today, so y'all get that base knowledge, and then tomorrow y'all be ready to go for 3 and 4. Yep. I'm so excited that y'all, I know y'all probably find it silly that I'm so excited that y'all get to start at the beginning of the program, but I'm excited for y'all. I wish all my students actually got to start at the beginning, because like I said, it's really hard to jump in the middle, especially when
It is.
we're learning like coding. It's so hard to jump in the middle and get a
I
grasp.
went to Delta for the medical assisting program, and they were the same way. They rotated like every 6 weeks, and it
Yeah,
was so confusing doing like the second part of like
yeah.
the laboratory type of, portion
Doing
before
that
doing the
before you have
clinical.
the
Yeah,
stuff.
it was
Yeah.
really weird.
And it kind of works the same way with us, unfortunately, when it comes to the coding. When we get into that meat and potatoes of the deep into the coding, and somebody jumps in, it's like you're new to e-learning, you're new to online, and then to jump right into the middle of what basically looks like Greek, because that's what a lot of medical coding looks like when you first look at it. It's like, what the crap did I get myself into? People get scared when they look at it, because it's like, oh, I'll never make sense of this. And it's one of those things that take practice and repetition, and you really got to learn the coding manuals. But it's not near as scary as it looks, y'all. It's really not. And the way I explain it to you, I promise you'll be able to understand. And then I do extra stuff. I do extra coding workshops and different things to give y'all tips and tricks, and give you an extra hand if you want it. Some people want it and some people don't. Some people just want to get through the program and la-ti-da on, and that's fine. That's great. But the extra help is there if you need it and if you want it when we get there. What we're doing right now is we're learning about the medical office assistant, what y'all are going to learn about today in your video is like the responsibilities of the medical office assistant and how it ties in with patient care and how it ties into the billing aspect of everything. All the what I call the front office stuff, laws and ethics and different things like that. We're going to learn a lot of that in this module. And it could basically pertain to anything you do in the medical office, whether you get a job verifying insurance coverage, scheduling appointments, coding, billing, whatever. This information that we're going to learn in this module will pertain to you. It'll be useful for you to have. So that's excellent. But so very important. Definitely get that first assignment into me today to be active in the program. And then once you complete that, tomorrow morning, we will mail out your books. Has everyone gotten onto Evolve and accessed their ebooks? Is anybody having any issues with that we need to work out?
I haven't done it yet.
Okay, that's fine,
Sent
Lauren.
the login for it.
Miss Franny Hoffman should have emailed you the login.
Okay.
Or she may not.
Haven't gotten it yet.
Okay, then that will come to y'all after I let Miss Franny know you're active in the course. That's the way that works. After I let y'all, have to forgive me. We used to not start on Mondays. So it's kind of, this is my first Monday start. We used to have new students start every Tuesday and Thursday. And now we're having all of y'all start on Mondays. So it's a little bit different process that we're still getting used to because we've only been doing it for a few weeks now. So after you complete your first assignment with me today, I'll email Miss Franny and let her know that you're active, and she will email you your codes for your books. That's how that's going to work. If you have any issues, once y'all get those codes and get in there, text me. We can hop on a Zoom and I can walk you through it, or I can walk you through it on the phone. It's not super hard. It's not. And it'll only take us a few minutes. So definitely get with me if you need me to. Okay. If you need help with that. Has everybody, I think y'all did orientation last week, right?
No.
Y'all are doing it this week?
They just sent me a code on Friday.
Right.
Told me
Same.
to look at on some YouTube videos.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's your part of your orientation. And y'all have been to the myunitech.edu site and signed on there?
No, we don't. They didn't give us anything. They didn't give me anything. They just said for me to go look at these videos on YouTube.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I got. Friday just said to the video class, and then it just sent modules for videos to look at.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, so let me, since y'all haven't been there yet, give me just a second. I'm gonna share my screen and kind of show y'all the e-learning site and what it looks like and where y'all can find a few different things. Let's see. Okay, so y'all have not been to this, my Unitech?
No.
No.
Okay, then I will email y'all the link for this. This is your e-learning site. This is so confusing for me. Oh, so you guys haven't gotten your Unitech email yet either. Your login for that.
No, ma'am. I haven't.
Okay. All right.
I just had my first
I
meeting
think
Wednesday, and I did my FAFSA Thursday, and I just got like completely finished everything on Friday.
gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. So what we're gonna do then, I'm gonna let you guys, instead of uploading your assignment today to e-learning, because you don't have a login, unfortunately, until you set up your Unitech email. You use the
It
same.
says for us to be on the lookout for a separate email from Unitech Student Services. This email will contain login information into Cinnabar e-learning system.
That's
But
the
we
one.
haven't got that one yet.
Okay. Once you get that email, this is what they're talking about. This is Genzabar e-learning. This is your My Unitech site. Okay. But for today, y'all just go ahead and type up a quick paragraph on a document and email it to me. Y'all all have my email address, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then just type me up a quick paragraph telling me a little bit about yourself and why you chose this program. And that'll be your assignment for today. And I can upload those into e-learning later and do your grade and all that. But we want to get those in as soon as possible so I can go ahead and let Franny know that you're active, and then she can send out all those other emails. We're gonna have to, I can see we're gonna, like I said, this is a new process that we're working on. So y'all just bear with us. All right. So once you get into e-learning, once y'all are able to get into e-learning, what you'll do, you'll log in up in that top right-hand corner. And yours is going to look a little bit different than mine because I'm an instructor. You're going to have home on this top menu, and then next to it, you're going to have academics. Okay. And y'all will click on the academics tab. For me, it's a little bit different. I got to click on faculty. And then you can scroll down a little bit and it'll list out all your courses. Okay. And like I said, right now we are in 151. So you'll find MBC, which is medical billing and coding, 151. And it should be, y'all are not going to have as much there as I have because y'all are new students, right? So there should only be maybe an orientation and then your 151 module is the only thing y'all should see. And then when you click on that, you land on the welcome page in your course, which you'll see a picture of me. And then we have your class expectations and some just general rules there. My contact information is there and a little bit about this class. Okay, module 151. You can see that the medical billing and coding student in this module discusses the role of the administrative medical assistant, along with medical terminology, communication skills, telephone etiquette, appointment scheduling, computers in the medical office, managing medical records, electronic medical records, and financial and medical office management. And it shows you a picture of the book that you're currently in. And the pictures of these books will match your ebooks, okay, what you find in Evolve. Okay. So let me change it to student view so y'all can see it how y'all will actually see it. All right, so like I said, that's your welcome page. And if you look over on your left side, you have all of your different page options within your course. There's an overview page where you can see, like, really quickly the next assignment that's coming up, what your grade is. If I have any news or announcements that I've posted, they'll kind of, a quick link will show up there for those. There's also a news and announcements page all by itself. And I leave stuff there whenever I'm going to be out, like if I have a doctor's appointment or something like that, and I'm only going to be available by text, I will post this here. I will post inspirational quotes, stuff that's going on with Unitech. If there are any major deadlines coming up, I will post all of this stuff in news and announcements. Generally, everything that I put in news and announcements, I also put in the Remind app. Do y'all know what the Remind app is? Have y'all heard of that before?
No.
Okay, the Remind app is basically, it's just, I like it because it's like an online billboard almost. I can just post an announcement and it goes to every single one of my students directly to their phone. They do not have to get on e-learning to get my message. It's good stuff, right? I also do our weekly, we have Zoom meetings once a week. I will post the links to those Zooms also on Remind, as well as on your assignment page. And I will also, once the video is uploaded to YouTube and you can go back and watch it in case you couldn't come to the Zoom meeting, I will post those links there as well. So I will be text messaging you guys links to join my Remind group this afternoon. All right, so that's news and announcements. And then right below that, you have your assignments page. And this is the big one, y'all. This is the one y'all are going to use the most because this is where you find all of your work for the course. And like I told y'all, I label everything day of. So y'all know exactly what day of the module we're on, how long you have left to go, and all that fun stuff. And like I said, we are on day 5 of 16. So that's what you see here. And like I said, I'm not set up as a new student, so I can't see the assignment that I set for you guys, but it is there right under day 5 of 16. There's one that'll say new student 5 of 16, and y'all will do that one. And like I said, that top section is daily assignments. Then the section under that is your lab assignments. And then if you keep on scrolling down, you get to your exams all the way down at the bottom, and you generally will have about one a week. It just kind of depends on the content and how the chapters fall, stuff like that, but it usually works out to about one a week. And they're way down at the bottom. Just remember to scroll all the way down. Okay. And once you see the assignment, like you see how these are checked off and it's 0F. Well, I didn't do those assignments. I'm in here as a guest student so that I could show y'all. So it shows that I have an F and that assignment is closed. It's checked off. But these are still open. Okay. And all you have to do is click on the title and it opens that assignment. And then it'll list out for you what you need to do, and what you need to submit will always be in red. I always put it in red what you have to turn in. So today for their daily assignment, submit a document answering the question above. So all they have to do is type up a document telling me what a golden snitch is, and they got their points for today. Okay. And then you just upload your document after you save it to your computer. All right. Let's see. Under course assignments is Zoom meetings. This is where I will post the recordings of all the meetings that we have, our weekly meetings. This was our meeting this last Thursday. Okay. I try to have my meetings every Thursday at 3:30. If you attend a Zoom meeting, you automatically get full participation and points for that day without doing anything else. I give it to you if you make it to the meeting. If you do not attend the meeting, because they're not mandatory, not everybody can with their work schedule. I get that. If you can't make it to the meeting, watch the video later on. And usually I tell you to list 3 things you learned in the video. That's kind of my famous thing when there's a video. List 3 things you learned. So that'll be what you need to do if you don't make it to the meeting. But again, that'll be on the assignment page. I pretty much spell everything out on those assignment pages. All right. So, but the Zoom meetings you can find there. We also have a PowerPoints page where you can find your PowerPoint presentations. And you can see I have chapter 1 and chapter 2's up from last week. Because part of their lab assignment on Friday was to review the PowerPoints to get ready for their exam today.
Do those stay there? Or do you like delete those and then like?
No, they stay there. They say once I put them up, they stay there through the whole module.
Okay.
And I try to put up the entire week's assignments on Sunday evening for the upcoming week. Sometimes I make it, y'all, and sometimes I don't. I have a 4-year-old and her dad works out of town, and it's just me and her most of the time. And I got a lot going on. So sometimes I can't get everything in by Sunday night, but I generally always have everything in by Monday night. Like today, you'll see I just have 5 of 16s because my husband was home this weekend, so I did no work this weekend. So I got to catch up today. So everything else, the rest of the week's assignments will all be in tonight at some point. But yes, the PowerPoints stay up and the Zoom stay up. And you can always, if you want to go back and watch past videos, you can search me on YouTube. They're all there, unfortunately. I don't like recording myself. I don't like Like a lot of the teachers will record themselves just lecturing on something. I don't do that. Like it just makes me uncomfortable. It just really does. I don't like sitting there talking to nothing and recording myself and then making y'all watch it. I would rather do a video where I'm talking with y'all and we're going back and forth and stuff like that. That's what my meetings generally are. They're not lecture. Like we discuss things. And I have a really great group of students that ask a lot of questions and they pop in with their personal experiences, whether it be from work or as a patient or whatever. And it's just a really, we have I'm proud to say that I have one of the best Zoom turnouts in the medical billing and program. I usually have 10 to 15 people that come, and there's some instructors that nobody goes to their Zooms. But mine seem to be fun. So yay for me. Win for me. Okay, under your PowerPoints page, this is a really cool page, especially for new students. This resources page has 7 different short videos. And when I say short, I mean like 3 minutes long on how to do just certain things. Find your grade, upload an assignment, view your attendance, answer a discussion question, which I will tell you, we don't do discussion questions very often. We do them every now and then, but not very often. I don't really like how they're set up in our e-learning system, so I don't use it a lot. I find it a little bit confusing, and we talk a lot in my class. So, but these videos will help y'all out if y'all need just a quick reference without all the fluff. You look at my video, there's lots of fluff. These are pretty straight to the point, walk you through the steps, and that's it. Like I said, 3 to 5 minute videos, very handy. All right, and below that, you've got, if we ever have a discussion question, they'll be on this discussion forum page. Below that, you find your grade book where you can see all your grades. I usually do grading once a week. It takes me a couple of days to get through all 40 some odd of y'all. But I usually do that on like Monday and Tuesday for the week previous. Okay. So if Sunday rolls around and it says you have an F, but you know you turned in that assignment, that's just because I haven't put your grade in yet. So don't stress. And if you ever have a question, like you think I graded it and it's wrong, text me because y'all, I'm human. I make mistakes. I do. I am human. So if you ever think that your attendance is inaccurate, your grade is inaccurate, get with me and we will figure it out. Okay. Y'all, human with a lot going on. But your grades will be listed here with your overall grade as well. And let's see, attendance also has its own page, so you can check and see where you are as far as your attendance grade. And remember, guys, attendance, that daily attendance is really important. I can't really stress that enough. And let's see, and that's about it. You have your class roster where you can get in touch with your classmates and stuff like that. Some of them put pictures and some people don't. It's totally up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. So I don't think anybody in this class, your group, has done it yet. That's okay. It's not mandatory or anything. You have a syllabus page and then a course calendar, which I don't ever use. Like everything's right there on that assignment page. So what's the point of going to a second page to check everything that's already right there in front of you? And that's pretty much it about Genzabar and the e-learning site. But whenever I tell you e-learning site, this is what I'm referring to, is the My Unitech Genzabar site. And I think that's it, y'all. That's about all I've got for y'all. Hey, Miss April. Miss April has popped in. I told y'all. I told them earlier. I said you're gonna hear the names Marsha Gallagher, and you're gonna hear the name April Austin. And I explained who y'all were. Well, you guys, this is Miss April Austin. This is our director of education. Go ahead.
Hi, good morning. Good morning to you all. So happy that you were able to join us on this morning. As Brenda said, my name is Miss April. Austin. I'm your online director of education here with Unitech Training Academy. My role here is to watch out for your grades, making sure that you're academically successful to succeed on what you came here for, right? And we know that you came here today for us to not only for you to earn your diploma, but for you to have a great career in the future. I'm pretty sure that wherever that you are in your career now, you want something different. And that's what we're here to give you, something different, different experience. We want you to be happy, to be comfortable. We have lots of great things going on, such as NTHS, which is National Technical Honor Society. My co-pilot, my co-advisor, the lovely Miss Brandy is the co-advisor for NTHS. It's a wonderful organization to join. And how do you join NTHS? Well, your teacher has to nominate you. But with that has some regulations, meaning you should have a 3.5 GPA ongoing throughout your term here. You need to have good attendance and just be professional. And what we mean by professional, we don't want you to be snooty in a three-piece suit every day. No, 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 no. We want you to be engaging. We want you to be supportive, not only for yourself, but for your other classmates and for us. We need the support too, guys. Trust me, we do. So all those characters will definitely get you nominated for NTHS. It's a wonderful organization to belong. It's similar to a sorority. If you've ever heard of a sorority with a university, very similar. It's called National Honor Technical Society. Comes with many benefits. You have an induction ceremony that is live by Zoom, it's recorded. It's pretty awesome. You get all these wonderful discount packages with discounts from Office Depot, and they work as I use it. Insurance, all kinds of neat stuff.
And a
You
letter of
get,
reference to go along with your resume.
yes, I was going to say exactly. Reference, there's a job board, there's all kind of neat stuff.
Scholarship opportunities too.
Yes,
That's a big
big
one.
time.
Scholarship opportunities.
Big time scholarship opportunities that's there. It's awesome to belong to that type of mentorship. And it's ongoing. You should include it on your resume because those who are familiar with NTHS, they know that, oh, this person has worked hard. They had to earn their spot as an NTHS member. So lots of good stuff we got going on. We have spirit weeks and different things. So although we're online, we still
Social
want to
media
be
challenges.
yes, yes, yes. We want us to be engaged, guys. We want to celebrate holidays. We want to celebrate, National Hot Dog Day. We want to do those different things with you guys. So again, welcome to Unitech. We are so happy that you've chosen us as your educational forefront, and we look forward to engaging with you more as the time goes by.
Thank you so much, Miss April. Appreciate you
You're
taking the
welcome.
time to stop in.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. So we've been over expectations, attendance, assignments. You guys know what you're expected to do today. As far as the daily assignment, emailing that into me so I can get you active in the program. And then Miss Franny will get you all the rest of the emails to get all your login stuff. And mail out your books and all that fun stuff. I do want to explain too, the books that you receive in the mail, you're going to get 3 paper books. Everything else is going to be on the computer. The 3 books that you get are all coding manuals. You will not even use those until we get to those classes, and that'll be several months from now. But so just once you get them, set them in a safe place. And the reason we do this, guys, the reason we don't send you those manuals until you're active in the course is because each one is several $100s. There's some really expensive books. There's some really heavy, thick. Do I have one handy? I don't have one right here, but I mean, I'm talking a thick book.
Are those like ours to keep after we're done with the course?
Huh?
Are those ours to keep like after we're done with
Yes.
the course? Okay.
Those are yours to keep forever. Yeah. So if the job that you get hired onto, if they don't provide you updated coding manuals, because some of them don't, because they're so expensive, you have to use one that's several years old before they'll order you a new set at work. Sometimes you'll have a fresh set to work with, something updated. So that's a great thing for y'all. And they do come in handy too, because I didn't have a set before I started working at Unitech. And now that I have a set, I use it in some of my outside work for contracting. You can, these books aren't Unitech specific, they're coding specific. So you can use them no matter what you're working on. So that's awesome sauce. But yeah, so once you get those, set them in a safe place until we get there. And if you really want to be industrious, you could probably go back and look at some of the old coding workshops on my YouTube channel and see how to like set up those manuals. If you're just the curious type and you want to dig in early. Like I said, some people look at coding and they're like, ah. So if you don't want to look at it early, don't. If you think it's going to scare you, don't mess with it till we get there. And then I'll explain it when we get there. No problem. Okay, so do you guys have any questions for me? Anything at all?
No, ma'am.
Allison's good. Jessica, looks like you're good. Destiny, Lauren, do y'all have any questions about anything at all?
No, not that I can think of right now.
Okay. All right. So what are y'all going to do if y'all come up with a question?
Text you, email you.
Text me. Text me.
Mhm.
Y'all will get the quickest response from me if you text me.
Okay, I just thought of one. I just thought of a question.
Which guy?
So when I did some research on medical billing and coding, they were saying like how typically there's a certain amount of codes they want you to do a day, and that kind of overwhelmed me. Like, do you have like a production like standard that they want you to? No.
No.
Okay,
No.
good.
I've never heard of a working with a set number of codes a day. Now whoever you go to work for may have an amount of accounts that they want you to work on in a day. And they will look at that. Your efficiency is looked at. And how many accounts you're getting through, how much coding you are doing in a day. That does get looked at, but there's no set amount that you need to be doing in a day. And this is the other thing. People get into coding and they look at it and they're like, how am I going to remember all these codes? You don't. Don't even try to memorize those codes. And the reason I say that is because they can change from year to year. They get updated yearly. So there is no memorizing of codes. Don't even think you need to do that. That's not the thing. What we're going to teach you in this program is how to use those manuals. That's how you code, is by those manuals. And we teach you step by step how to do that. Okay. You're gonna know that manual backwards and forwards by the time you get through this program. You're gonna get by the time we're done with it, you're gonna go, God, if I never see another CPT code again, it'll be too soon. We're gonna get you really familiar with that stuff. But no, I've never heard of anybody saying you gotta code so much a certain day or anything like that. I've never experienced that.
Okay, good.
So where are you guys from real quick? Just what parts of Louisiana?
Houma, Louisiana.
Alexandria.
I live in Houma.
Houma?
Yeah.
I'm originally from Morgan City.
Oh, really?
One of my best friends for life lives in Houma. She's actually a PE teacher at one of the elementary school there.
My son started at elementary school.
Are you?
He just started pre-K on Friday.
Oh, my daughter starts pre-K this week too. She has her first half day on Friday, and then she starts full day next Wednesday.
First day Friday, and which is the boys, and today they started the girls and the boys.
Aw, that's too cute. Congratulations. This is such a fun age. It's like half hell, half heaven is how I feel about toddlers. Like, I love my kid, but I don't like toddlers. I liked her much better when all she did was lay there and eat and hug me. Like, she's got way too much attitude and opinions now.
I think his Iron Man shoes yesterday. He wears red and yellow Converses, and he wasn't being nice.
That's too cute. Mine has been all about her uniform stuff. Like, we've been getting her uniforms, and she's like, I want to wear them to she goes to daycare now so I can work. But she want to wear her uniform stuff to daycare. I was like, you know what? Have at it. If that's what makes you a happy little person, then do your thing.
Yeah, I just gotta pick your battle.
Exactly. You really do. You really do. And what they wear, it just ain't the thing I want to fight about. Now she dropped her first F-bomb last week at daycare, and
He's a
we had to have a discussion about that.
Chuck E. Cheese on Saturday, and he missed throwing it in the milk jug, and he said, "Gosh darn it," but not that way. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to talk to your honey because that's my stepmom, and she doesn't hold her mouth back when she watches.
Yeah. That's my husband. My husband, and y'all, I try to maintain my professionalism, but I've had several jobs in my life where I was the only woman in the staff, and I worked with a whole bunch of men who curse like sailors. So I am foul-mouthed. Like when I'm here, I'm trying to maintain my professionalism, but I can really be foul-mouthed. And my husband's pretty bad too, because he works construction. He's a superintendent for construction, and he's around construction workers all day. So he's fairly foul-mouthed as well. So she gets it. She definitely hears it at home, and she straight up called some little boy a effing a-hole. But what I found funny about it was she did that, but she still got treasure box that day, which is what they get when they act really good. And I talked to my husband. I was like, well, she did this. She dropped an F-bomb and called this kid an a-hole. I was like, but they still gave her a treasure box at the end of the day. And that he's like, that means that kid is an a-hole. And she was just calling it like she saw it. And I was like, maybe. I don't know. But she can't go around doing that anyway.
I separated from my ex in April, and he works offshore, so his every 2 weeks he gets home and it's always been cursing like a storm.
Yeah.
Which I do too, so it don't matter. I just don't want him throwing out the words in public.
Yeah. I'm concerned that she's gonna have some slip ups, but we have the discussion. Those are grown up words. You're not supposed to say them words. It's not nice to call people names.
He is like an adult.
Even if it's true, you don't call people names. We're trying to teach her filter, and it ain't sticking just yet. But anywho, all right. Any other questions, y'all?
I'm good.
Also, you said you're from Alexandria, Allison?
Yes, ma'am. I work right next door to the Unitech here.
That's awesome. I own a house in Pineville. I lived there forever. In fact, the outsourced billing company that I was talking about working for is in Alexandria, and they're still there. And we have students that go to work for them all the time. So
yeah, I work at a mental health clinic. I do the insurance and everything here. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So you're already in the field and doing it. Awesome. Jessica, do you have any medical experience?
No, I
Nope.
don't.
Fresh?
I did intern at a medical billing and coding in my my last semester of high school. That was
Cool.
8 years ago.
That's okay. That's okay. Like I said, when I started, it's like I tell all my students, the knowledge that y'all are going to go to work with when y'all leave this program, it probably took me 3 to 4 years of on-the-job training to get that knowledge, to learn all that stuff. So y'all are going to be in such a much better spot as far as what kind of pay you can get starting out, what kind of jobs you can qualify for. So y'all are in a great spot. I'm really excited for y'all. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. But if you guys don't have anything else for me, that's all I've got for y'all for today. Just make sure, please get those assignments into me as soon as you can so we can get you active.
Okay.
All right, ladies. Well, it has been a pleasure meeting and talking with y'all. I'm sorry if I was long-winded. It's just there is a lot of important stuff we try to get to y'all that first day. So, all right. Y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you, ma'am. You too.
Thank y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.